I want to play a game real quick. Let's play a game. Let's play the weaknesses. I'm not going to tell you who these two prospects are, but let's talk about the weaknesses. B, should rely on footwork and body, rushes through pattern ingredients, gears it down a little when trying to locate the ball, fails to see route fakes to manipulate his opponents, breaks and stems aren't as sharp as they could be, had separating season injuries, ending injuries, suffer focus, been dropping the ball. Just read. Let's compare the weaknesses between these guys. So that's weaknesses B. I try to do A first, but we're going to go weaknesses B first. I'll reveal at the end. After you read this, I'll reveal who these two players are. You know what I mean? We're just going to judge off the weaknesses. Based off the weaknesses of these two guys, who would you draft? We're not going to tell you the strengths. Let's talk about the weaknesses. You know what I mean? Let's switch over to the next prospect here in a second. But just get a good look. Weakness A, struggle to free himself from physical press corners. We will need to work on releasing counters, excessive stutter stepping. May need alignment or pre-snap movement to free him from certain... Basically, alignment and pre-snap movement, you got to move him around to find him a favorable matchup because he can't do his job as a wide receiver in certain areas, I guess. Just look at weakness A and weakness B and tell me which guy would you draft based upon these weaknesses. And I'm going to reveal who these players are to you guys, in the comment section, in the pinned tweet after the video bubble and do his thing. You know what I mean? I'm going to reveal. If you could guess it, comment it. But that's not even the basis of this video. If you could guess it, comment it, man. Weakness A and weakness B. You know what I mean? But I'm really upset with y'all. The disrespect. I love y'all, but the disrespect to Michael Pittman Jr. got to stop. You talking about a guy that's fourth in the nation in receptions. Fourth in the nation. 10th in yards. I mean, for you guys to be telling me that he shouldn't be on the draft board. Now, listen, let me tell you about the draft board. The draft board is basically a draft board. In no order, because you don't know where nobody's going to go. But this guy deserves to be looked at. People are hitting me up, talking about my man Red, talking about he too slow, he too this, he too that. Slow people don't get open for 101. You know what I mean? 101 catches mean that you were all that offense had. Fourth in the nation in catches, more than LaVisca Chenault, more than all these other guys everybody shoving down our throat. This guy could just simply get open. And let's look at some of his highlights, because I don't think y'all know who y'all talking about. You know what I mean? Dude, is this a guy who looks like he's slow? Could out jump you, jump ball capabilities? I mean, what are we talking about? He don't got breakaway speed. I mean, he broke away from that guy. I mean, that looked like a grown man on the outside to me, man. A grown man on the outside to me. You know what I mean? 101 catches, man. You can't knock what this dude did this year. And I think he deserves more buzz. No breakaway speed. Where? Everybody think that speed is only supposed to come from these quick, shifty guys like the Jalen Ragnars and the KJ Hamlet and all of, you know what I'm saying? No, man, some of these big guys can move, a la DK Metcalf. You know what I mean? Look, jump ball. It's a guy that you could give an opportunity to and he can make something happen. Now, I'm not saying he's blazing fast. I'm just simply pointing out that the guy can play the wide receiver position. You don't think that if you put this guy in there, he's going to get you more than 10 catches? Look at that. Arcega-Whiteside can't get open like that. That's just the facts. That's the facts, man. I don't know what y'all looking at. Well, when I see Michael Pittman, I see an Alshon Jeffrey who got more routes than what Alshon Jeffrey had when he was first coming out. That's what I see when I see Michael Pittman. A zone buster. 6'4", 220, moving like that, man. It's unheard of, man. It's unheard of. He too slow. How? How's he too slow? How's he too slow? You know what I mean? This is what you call a... And Carson Wentz is the perfect guy for him because he will give him the opportunity. He'll give him the opportunity. Look, the ball was in the air before dude slipped. Gave him the opportunity. That's all he need. You know who didn't capitalize on the opportunities? I don't want to keep saying his name. But this guy, I'm not saying this guy's blazing fast. I'm saying this guy definitely could possibly be... Look, a screen route. This is a screen route. That's a tight end type of play. You kidding me, man? The dude did it all for his college, man. He did it all. And you know, you got to call a spade a spade. He's a mixture of physicality and just finesse at the same time. Just a mixture of both. You need guys that could be able to do it all. What is it? If we draft all speedsters who can't, well, come on, man. Look at the deep ball on. That was a beautiful pass. Look at the deep ball on that, man. Not afraid of contact. Not afraid of contact. You know what I mean? Going out there and getting the job done, man. I don't know what y'all see a zone buster. That's a cover 2 buster right there, bro. You got to be fast to bust a cover 2 like that, man. But he ain't got no speed. I just don't understand it, man. I think when I see, and I've reached out to Michael Pittman, I'm trying to get some type of interview or something going on before the combine. But when I look at this dude, Michael Pittman, I see a dude who's ready. You know what I mean? He's ready for the next level. You know what I mean? I think that he could be an asset to the Philadelphia Eagles organization. Yes. Yes. I love what I see, man. I love what I see out of this situation. Yeah, I mean, come on, man. You just can't deny him. I know some of y'all want to just keep denying that the guy could play. He's a little too high. Okay, a lot of guys were a little too high on our list, but let me know what you think about it. Yo, so the Eagles part ways with 2 medical staff members. Think it was a brilliant idea. Excellence. You know what I mean? These medical staff dudes have. What was that? These medical staff dudes have been a thorn in my side for a very long time for the Philadelphia Eagles. The misdiagnosing of key players, just all that comes with, you know, not being good at your job has plagued the medical staff for a very long time. I think they misdiagnosed guys like Alshon. They misdiagnosed Deshaun Jackson. They misdiagnosed a lot of guys that could have been useful to us if we would have properly knew their injury. In ways, I think they misdiagnosed Carson Wentz. They misdiagnosed Sidney Jones. There's no way in hell that you got this many injuries and nobody... Now listen, the medical staff don't get these dudes injured. But the medical staff coming up with a proper diagnosis is very key into the well-being and just the overall health of these players at the same time. So I'm not here to blame the medical staff for the injuries. I'm blaming the medical staff for the way forward after the injuries. You know what I mean? Come on, man. If you tell Deshaun Jackson he need to go get surgery, Deshaun Jackson back by like week 10. Back by week 10. If Deshaun Jackson gets surgery week 2, he back by week 10. Come on. It's a no-brainer if you're asking me, but hey, I'm not a doctor. I don't make the rules. You know what I mean? A lot of people lost their job this offseason. The Philadelphia Eagles are at a complete crossroad. We got the chance to be what everybody know we should be this year. You know what I mean? Not a lot of organizations and a lot of teams can say that. The Philadelphia Eagles are in the best position possible. It got dark in here quick. The Philadelphia Eagles are in the best position possible. You know what I mean? And I think that in order for the Eagles to seize their moment, seize their momentum, they got to do the things that we all know they could do. I got to roll the window down. I think it's the tent. They got to do the things that we all know they could do. You know what I mean? And it starts with the medical staff. It starts with guys just knowing their role. You know what I mean? Like, who would have thought that something as minute as a medical staff would, not really minute, something, you know, when you think about failures on a team, when you think about things that could cripple a team, the medical staff rarely comes up. Now, the medical staff comes up to us football heads, but the average Joe Schmo who just watching the game, he ain't talking about no medical staff. He ain't talking about no medical staff. But, you know, that's where we come in here. We got to look at things from all aspects. You know what I mean? And I feel like that's what me and Philly 500 are doing, you know, when it comes to this draft board. It ain't all about the popular people that everybody say you should get. Sometimes it's about that guy that nobody's paying attention to, that people should be paying attention to. I mean, I think I opened up the eyes of a lot of people. I mean, I don't even watch college football. Opened up the eyes of a lot of people to guys named like Lamar Jackson, the cornerback from Nebraska. You know what I mean? A lot of people don't like Michael Pittman Jr. I don't know how. He got some of the best numbers from anybody in college football last season. You know what I mean? I just don't understand it. I'm here to find those type of guys, because those type of guys, in my opinion, have a very low bust percentage. You know what I mean? When you can find a diamond out of the rough, I think you won. And you know what I mean? Who's to say the best wide receiver out this year's draft ain't gonna be drafted in the 4th round? That's what it's about. And I think a GM's job is to find a diamond in the rough. I think Howie kind of lost sight of that. Or did he? Or did he? I think Howie's searching in the wrong places for these diamonds in the rough, and I think he lost sight of it. Sometimes you just got to go for the blatant steal. Now, if you've been hiding under a rock, and if you don't know who those two guys' weaknesses is that I compared, you better ask somebody. But I'm going to let you know what's going to be in the pinned description. You know, whose weaknesses do you think they were? Whose weaknesses do you think they were? You know what I mean? It's a blatant example of how talent is being evaluated. Now, I know I talk about a guy we missed on in DK Metcalf a whole lot. But DK Metcalf is what you call a teaching opportunity for the draft moving forward for a lot of franchises. It's a teaching opportunity, so how could you not bring it up? How could you not bring it up? You know what I mean? But let me know what you think in the comments.